There, myself is Shaidukar, very warm welcome to all. And today we discuss a little bit about AI concept. And this particular concept is like advanced mathematical concept of artificial intelligence AI series. But as you know, I always try to just move toward advanced to basic. So that's okay. I try to explain you in such a way like you can understand much clearly about like uh, what the basic thing behind the scene and all the technical parts and real world application. And especially I give my best effort in just connecting this artificial intelligence and a little bit about AI, like artificial intelligence, a little bit about these mathematical advanced concept. And I want to just make bridge between both of them so you can understand much clearly if you do particular. So overall plan for an agenda for today, right, we are discuss KL divergence and the mutual information. So that's an important concept, and we need to discuss this particular topic because of that. Uh, this is both topic you can consider a loss function, and this is a part of loss function, and this is information theory concept. Here we actually just I give a brief description around this both concept around like okay, you're talking here. We actually try to just discuss a little bit about how can we just know the actual output and predicted output, how much the distance between both of them, somehow calculate the cost and somehow calculating surprising magnitude of this all the particular stuff. So okay, again, if this one going to productive for you, we learn something from there, then it's my pleasure. So let's start. Hey, let's come to agenda number one, and in this agenda we actually talk about the KL divergence. And you can consider this particular KL divergence as a loss function. Because of that, loss functions sound similar when we're talking about cross entropy. It is similar as KL divergence, but little bit difference between about both of them is like cross entropy calculate the entire cost. Okay, and the KL divergence only focus on that tweaking difference, like surprising point. So I will try to explain you like much better about it. So let's come to discuss. Yeah, when we're talking about KL divergence, so KL divergence is all about prediction, mismatch, and idea. So I give a three word to define your entire context. Like, yeah, let's suppose we trying to just let's suppose you make a model, LLM model. Let's suppose you are making a model, not at LLM, and this particular model predict rain, weather prediction model, and predict rain day one, 5% chance for rain, day two, 60%. Similarly, that all the day they predicted 10 days log. Yeah, so day one they predicted there is a 5% chance to rain for today. Okay. Actually, what happened in that KL divergence, in that reality, sometime your model predict something wrong. But the day one they predicted 5% rain, the possibility of 5%. But actually the rain happened in that day one is like 95%. Okay, so let's suppose 92%. The actual probability of getting rain for today, rain for day one, is like 92%. In that particular part, look this particular both difference between 5% and 92%. If you just know about like how much the difference between both of them, so here is the basic difference. If I calculate that, yeah, is like 87% probability for getting a rain, and how we are 87% far away from that actual prediction. So here we actually try to predict about okay, so to probabilistic distribution, something like yeah, to probability distribution, let's suppose P and Q, which is actual output and predicted output. This is actual output, this is actual output, this is a Q. Let's suppose Q is actual output and this is a predicted output, P. P and Q, how much the difference between both of them? Just how much the surprising gap between both of them? Here the 87% surprising gap. So you can say this KL divergence calculate the surprising gap between both of them. Okay. So I think like that's we are talking about the prediction mismatch, the like two probabilistic distribution mismatch. So we can call this KL divergence. So this is the idea for where we actually calculating the mismatch. Okay, so if you're interested in formula, that this is your formula. I'm really not interested in formula. It's mathematical part. So this is the idea for discussion. Yeah. Okay, so it's look like something. Yeah, this is all about like this is difference between both of them. It's a graph, so that yeah, this is the probabilistic distribution. Better way to visualize. So I can take this graph, and if we so again, I will try to just give my best effort to explain this particular stuff. If the KL diversion artificial intelligence, I just try to make a bridge between both of them to understand you much better about how actually KL diversion help us to know about. If AI and KL divergence are just talking to each other, what the funny conversation going between both of them? Uh, then I think like AI says, "Hey, look how I am far away from the reality, like how I am far away from the reality." The KL divergence in a response say that, "Hey, how you are like far away from the reality." Hey, look this particular thing. How you are this particular. They give a number and say, "Hey, look this particular number," and this is the number. So actually, how much you are far away from the reality. So it's like, okay, artificial intelligence ask, okay, hey, how I am far away from the reality, and the second one ask about little bit, hey, look this particular number, KL divergence, how you are far away from the reality. Okay, so it's like a gap between the reality and prediction. So that's the basic thing in the KL divergence. KL divergence and cross entropy sound similar, but the difference between both of them, we calculate the surprising gap. And other word like in a specific when we're talking about like cross entropy, cross entropy, like it's we're talking about total cost of the a loss. So that's all about for ideas behind it. So let's come to agenda number two to discuss about mutual information.